We left before sunrise again, stopping at the famous Dutch bakery on our way out of Picton and drove the 2 hours to Kiakura. Along the coast, we stopped to watch a large colony of New Zealand fur seals with their pups. Kiakura lies on a point where the ocean shelf is only a few kilometers offshore, so it is known for its whale and dolphin watching, and what we came for, the albatross encounter. We headed out in a small boat, launched by a farm tractor, to a spot several kilometers offshore. There, dozens of pelagic birds came for the chum they carried on the boat. No less than 15 different species of albatross and others were found, many of them endangered species. It was amazing to see just how large the pelagic birds are. We also were shadowed by a school of dusky dolphins, who swam and played around the boat. Christchurch, where we stayed in a big holiday park. Tired from the day, we walked across the street in the rather autumnal weather to a wonderful Greek restaurant.
In the morning, we visited Christchurch, walking in the Botanical Garden Park near the university where I spoke years ago, enjoying the autumn weather and the birds. We then walked downtown to see the recovery process after the 2011 earthquake that destroyed so much of the town, including the beautiful cathedral. I remember photographing it in 1998. We took a coffee break in the totally restored center, with its Victorian houses and streetcars. Then we headed south for a date with penguins.
Our destination for the afternoon was Oamaru, a small town known for its Victorian and steampunk-themed buildings and parks. It is also where you can see not one, but two penguins, the little blue and the yellow-eared penguin. We checked into our campsite right on the harbor, and instead of heading to the big paid tourist attraction to see penguins, we took the advice of a birder we met in Zealandia who told us to go to Bushy Beach at 4 in the afternoon. So we did. Bushy Beach is a stunningly beautiful cove, and we watched from the lookouts to see if we would get lucky. We did, having first a yellow-eyed penguin come out, wait for a companion, then both have a conversation on the beach for us to photograph. We also saw little blue penguins swimming in the surf. We returned to town at sunset, walking through the steampunk park to a well-known and popular local brewery and brew pub for celebratory drinks and dinner. We fell asleep to the full moon rising over the harbor. We left Oamaru and had a leisurely drive down the coast to Otago, stopping at the Moeraki boulders, beautiful and otherworldly spherical concretions that dot the beach. We drove through Dunedin and headed out to our destination for the day, the Otago Peninsula. As a scenic drive, the Otago Peninsula is spectacular. You follow the coastal road past small settlements and beaches to Taiaroa Head. On the head was our first stop, the Royal Albatross Center, the only mainland breeding colony of the endangered northern royal albatross in the world. The northern royal albatross is one of the world's largest, with a 10-foot wingspan. At the center, you get to see the birds and the chicks up close behind a specially built hide with one-way glass. The huge fluffy balls of chick were adorable to watch. Some were old enough to start walking around and flex their wings. After the visit to the center, we took a nature boat tour of the Taiaroa Head, with sea lions, seals, penguins, other birds, and the Otago shag to see, and also the beautiful scenery. Our return to shore was followed by a deep marine layer that moved in for our last stop, Penguin Place. It is a huge piece of land with trenches looking like World War I. You walk through to hides where you can see arriving penguins. With the bad weather there were none, but we did see little blue penguins in nest boxes where they climb each night, and we did get to visit their rehabilitation center where they care for mostly yellow-eyed penguins that are having issues molting in time. We then camped out in the small town of Portobello on the Otago Peninsula for the night.